Yo, yo, yo. How are we all doing, everybody? Feels like it's been ages, and I think it has been ages, but it's been like, what, technically 2 weeks? Just want to quickly grab this link, and then we can actually start. Perfect. Gert. How's your arm, my dude? Feeling any better? How long is it going to take you to heal from the broken arm? Let me quickly switch to this. But I'm going to double check one more time in case there are new demos I hadn't seen before, but I think we should be good. Nice. What's the last one in here? Perfect. What is this, bro? We'll bring this up to the front as well, because you got that broken arm, you know? Because I think, yeah, let's go. This will be the first one for our boy. I don't know if my chat is just broken or 0 a.m. really kind of need to sleep. Yeah, I got you, my dude. I like this intro. Oh. Yeah, you might just want to private the link, or you can also sleep it public. Overall, I really like this. I think the vibes are cool. Maybe it gets a bit repetitive here. But like with just like slight melody changes and stuff, it's good. The sound design is great. I really like this like crunchy, satisfying sound you've got going for this. I think maybe it's just like the bass is a little muddy sounding in the sense of, I don't know, it sounds a bit like it's kind of got a lot of bloat to it in like that 200 hertz region. So I feel like taking that down will make the whole bass sound a bit more, I don't want to say nice, but like exciting. Otherwise, I don't know. The kick for me could be improved. Because it's kind of missing that punch, and everything has a lot of high end in the tune. So I think if you just go with a punchier kick, it'll be great. Bro cooked without an arm. Hell. Yeah, it's quite moshed and put too much compression. Oh, you put too much compression. Yeah, that'll happen to you. Yo, what's up, Dino? And Kelly B. Yo, my boys. But otherwise, I mean, the vibes are there. The vibes are definitely there. I'd probably turn the clap up as well, because it's kind of getting buried. Unless you really want to hide the downbeat, which I can see if this is supposed to be techier. But honestly, I think having a more pronounced downbeat is fine. Wazo. Not much, my dude. Alright, next up. Ooh, Dogstry tune. We haven't heard some Dogstry stuff in a minute. Ah, this is nice. I just wanna see you smile. Everywhere that I go. Never do anything. Ooh, I love that effect in the background. Just tell me where to start. I really like this. I mean, I love this like Joel style that you're doing in your own way. It does sound a little too Joel, maybe, in the sense of like it's really like that. But also, the man stopped making music years ago, so it's free game. I wonder if there's more you can do with the reverb, because it sounds very dry overall. And I feel like just playing a bit more with reverb, and especially picking out the right reverb for the song. I think, especially for this minimal style, play with a bunch of different reverbs. Don't just go with the first one that you like your go-to. Try a couple of different reverb plugins and see which one suits. I think especially the vocal chops need like some reverb on them. I think the rides are kind of weak. You could try using some of the stuff from my Patreon or look for other ride samples, because I don't have really great rides in my free stuff, but some of my like granular hat stuff could work really nicely for this, because those samples are pretty soft and nice and distinct. So with just a little bit of work, they'll sound pretty fitting for this style, but it might still not be the right sound. That's just my first guess. This is Future Bonk, I guess. Valhalla is always good, but my favorite reverb is actually Raum. The thing about Valhalla is it sounds pretty much the same, and like honestly, most of the Valhalla presets are kind of like the different room types are pretty meh. Like there's only 3, in my opinion, really good ones, and it's like the standard concert hall one, the chorus space, and the plate reverbs, like the dirty plate and dirty hall, are also decent. Valhalla Supermassive is also great, but Supermassive is not really a reverb. It's a bit more than just like a stock reverb plugin. Fruity Reverb 2? No way you're using Fruity Reverb 2. That's crazy. Hey, unique sound or whatever. Like, I mean, I definitely want to experiment with a couple of shitty reverb plugins and see what I can get out of them. Like, I definitely want to do a couple more like really like free reverb garbage type of plugins. Bro, who's not using Fruity Reverb 2 in 2025? Me actually. I haven't used Fruity Reverb since like, I never even used 2. I always used Fruity Reverb 1, and I don't know why. But I stopped using it in like 2023. FL Studio's got some decent plugins. But as far as this goes, like, I love the vibes, and maybe you could get some more sub presence out of this somehow. Because it feels like the sub is still not heavy enough for the Joel style. If you don't want it to be as heavy, then it is what it is. Like, don't worry about it. But I think you could go a little hard. Nice one. Nice one, dude. I want to know. Is it like that? I want to know?
I wanna know.
I want to know.
Who you really are. What you dream about at night. I wanna know. Who you really are. Baby, come into the light. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know you. I wanna know you.
Okay.
I wanna know.
Ooh, so beautiful.
Who you
True.
really
This is cool though.
What you dream about at night. I wanna know who you really are. Baby, come into the light. I wanna know you. who you really are, what you dream about at night. I wanna know who you really are, baby, come into the light. I wanna know you.
This is certainly a future bounce. I mean, this is definitely a future bounce. Everything with there's a lot of noise. Yeah, you have to. Makes cleanup in the drop. Honestly, I think the drop sounds fine. It is a bit noisy, but I think if you make it less noisy, I don't think it's going to sound better necessarily. It's kind of also an unfair comparison because we went from listening to this, which is like super organic type of bounce stuff, to very noisy, like 2022 future bounce type of things. I mean, for me, the biggest thing is like the break just doesn't stand out at all. Because I would say with future bounce, there's always either your drop needs to be really fresh, or you need to do something unique with your break. And I think doing something unique with your break is easier. Because as soon as you start playing around with the drop too much, as far as the format goes, it stops being future bounce, which is fine. But if you want to make this future bounce drop, I think it's imperative that you find some way of styling the break so that it feels like it's yours. Someone put in chats like W Tiger Song, which is like unfortunately true. It's just missing that thing that's like, oh, this is that person's song. Like if you go and listen to an Alvin Moe thing, I haven't listened to his music in a while because he hasn't been sending into the streams. But like, there's a period of time where it's just like obvious. It's like, oh yeah, it has this like sort of indie rock inspired breaks that he has been doing with his future bounce songs, and that was like a nice differentiating factor where you're like, oh, this is this person's song, and I'm missing that here. Like, if you took off the names, I wouldn't. Like, if this was all just IDs, I would have no idea who had sent this in. Which, hey, for every now and then, like I know you do other bass house stuff, which is really good too, but to me that's the part where I'm kind of stuck. The vocal is also a little too loud.
Who you really?
Like, the vocal is mixed like a pop song, and even for a pop song it would be a little loud, but the vocal isn't pop song quality, if that makes sense. Like, it's clearly a Spice vocal, so I would take it down because it makes the the lead feel a little weak compared to the vocal. So I'll just take the vocal down a little bit so that when the lead comes in, it feels like a really powerful main element. You know, like 2 to 4 dB is probably enough to already like move it around in the mix enough so it's just sitting above the instrumental and not like drowning it out. And then the breakdown here has some weird resonance stuff that to me doesn't sound very good. Like the something about it just like a little weird. Like, it sounds like something is being masked, or like different preset, like different leads and chords are masking each other and creating like notches. So I feel like you could maybe fill out the space with some more different kind of elements to balance that. Or if you say, no, this is like the sound that we wanted to go for with that, then it's fine. But yeah, that's kind of it for me. All right, Rexon Ray Electro Higher Grounds. This might also, oh, this is Bass House. Or at least that's what it says up here. Let's see. Okay, kick clap sounds okay. This is interesting. Wow, this is old school as hell. Wait, this is actually sick. Holy. Wait, this is fire. What? I'm so conflicted because there's some parts of it that sound a little too goofy, but I fuck with it. Like, chat, how are we feeling about this?
Check this out.
Yeah, definitely old school Skrillex vibes. Like, yeah, beep beep vibe is a little intense sometimes, but this is kind of gas. Ooh, nice sub. I think these are the same. I think these are the same chords as Diplo and Autoerotic's Waistline. This song, by the way, is so gas. Like, yeah, okay, Diplo is fake or whatever, but like this song, it was. I still listen to this. It's such a banger, but it reminds me of this, which is a really good sign. Like, this is like old school. Like this piece here was. This is super cool. The whole thing is like, I would say honestly commit to it because it sounds like Big Room X Disco X, like, yeah, Skrillex 2010, and it's a cool vibe. Like, stick with this, finish it. It's dope. I think the biggest thing is like settling the mix a bit more. It doesn't need to sound like it was mixed in 2010, but it also sounds like it hasn't really been mastered or compressed. And there's some pieces where the lead goes really high that it sounds a bit goofy. It's fine, but there's like somewhere else where it's a little too. It sounds a bit too silly. Wait, let's try saying. Check this out, Fire. It is. Extended mix, yes sir. I'm trying to think. Other than that, like, this part is fire. I would say overall needs to be a bit brighter. Like, if you use this as like a reference, this is like still a very well mixed track. It is a different sonic profile. But compare it to this, and then like, probably like Retrovision. I don't know if Get Down is the right one. No, is it Get Up? There's multiple. No, there's a couple of mofolk tracks that have this type of disco-y sound, and I can't remember what they're called. Like these super sawy type of vibes that will go like well as references. Also, just like good tunes. I can't believe this is 6 years ago. I loved this song. It's crazy. I'm old as hell. I remember when that song came out. Like, that's crazy. Forgot to submit yesterday. Did I submit by chance, Kyo? I think you did. I saw your name at some point. Yeah, you did. I will make sure I get Hayes's, because I think Hayes ain't in here. Oh no, he is. Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Perfect. Where was I? Here. Late Eyes track. Let's go. 5 months ago. Why do you no finish? I say that as the ultimate criminal of not finishing songs. What key is this? Ooh. The spacing of, like, the reverb spacing of this is weird, but I see the vision of this.
Your hands in the
Whoa. This is cool. I like what you've done with this arrangement overall. I got some points about it though. ISO snare detection, yeah. Turn it into a Born track, yeah. I wish I was this creative with my rhythms. Yeah, there's a lot of cool rhythm stuff going on here. Okay, main things for me are like this drop. I don't like how this drops in. The issue for me is like you have this tension, but for me it was hard to track when the drop was coming. So the drop kind of like started and you were like, oh wait, the drop started. It didn't. Here is genuinely where you need a pre-drop because you don't get that moment of like hanging and waiting, which I think for this style is just so good. And I don't know, yeah, the timing of this just feels a bit off. Like I would way low cut these basses. Because you basically just drop in on all the basses already here. Like this should be like, you know, it should be sounding like this. I mean, not this bad, but you know. like here, it should really be like. Alright, so. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but anyway. I as an example, like it's just too much bass in the build. I would add a pre-drop here, and whether that's you take the whatever that 7th or 8th bar or whatever it is, I don't know how to count, and like leave it empty, which I think would work because you have this melody kind of playing here, this da 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 na 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 na, and just let that hang. Or if you say no, I'm actually going to add a separate single bar pre-drop, I think it could actually work. Either way. The drop mix is kind of not hitting for me. The rhythms are all really cool. It's just not all landing. Just feels like it hasn't quite clicked in yet. Like there's some elements like the siren that are really loud, and then some elements that feel like they're not getting enough space. I like this.
Throw your hands in the.
The problem is it lands too flat. Like you kind of have this setup for like a complete change in energy, but it energetically just lands too low. We're in such a high energy state here, and this feels a bit too much like a letdown. I think you just need more just add more drums immediately, because I think you'll immediately give the vibe. Even if it's just the hat, like that, which I think should be bigger for this section. Like this hat, this offbeat. The offbeat thing is good. It's just the hat is not powerful enough. It feels like it's kind of too downplayed. I would add a really loud and almost obnoxious hat to this, because I think it will just fit the vibe so well. Hard style fake out. Wait, think that. Did you know a fish is a kind of animal who lives inside of the water? No way. Isonox small talk? Damn, smack talk. Still trying to identify the key at the base. I already gave up on that. Maybe more OTT to make things louder and more boosted and fat. Honestly, I don't think just OTTing it will work this mix. I think it's more of an EQ question of like getting things out of each other's way, and just volume. Like I just think some of the drums need to be straight up louder. Like you have space in those frequency regions, like in that high end, to make the drums louder. There's not much competing with them. OTT fixes everything, just ask Virtual Riot. That's fair. I'm an OTT hater, but that's because I like a different style of of sonics, of dynamics. Guys, I love dynamics. But I still use OTT, guys. Like don't get it twisted. I like my OTT just like the next person. I just don't use it on everything. Join us. OTT hater, I use it. Yeah. Older rework 3 tweaked vocals. Okay. Gonna get my friend to help record the guitar parts. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Yeah, it definitely needs new guitars. This is so nice. Oh, what? I hate this guy so much. He goes talented. Oh, yo. No, this is gorgeous. This is so gorgeous. What the hell? Devin Scott Piano. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, hi-hat. This is my favorite bit, guys. Shoo! Oh my god. I can't believe it. Bro, that part where he said magnifique. Okay. Joking aside, this is awesome. I love this tune. This is so great. It's been a while since we've heard this. I really like what you've gone with it. This drop sounds great. The chords are maybe a bit noisy. Like, you can just hear the noise. Or at least I can. It'd be kind of nice if some of it was less distinctly noise. But it does sound good. Like, it hits overall for me. Oh, yeah. Throw in some ad-libs. Yeah, ad-libs would be really cool. I don't know if you have the ability to go get ad-libs or record some of your own. I think the thing for me is here, the vocal is not loud enough. It also needs a little more mids, especially because the formant sounds like it's moved up. The mids really feel a bit thin. And it's already a bit busy because of the guitars. But the guitars are to the outside, so it's fine. I'll just bring up the mids. But yeah, I would make it a little louder, a couple dB, just so that it really pops over the mix. Because here it's a little too in the mix for me when this vocal really has the chops to like command the mix. Command the whole song. The other thing is like this part. There's too much stuff going on here. I think if you're going to do this part, it needs to be much more chill with the instrumental because there's just too many things going on. Between the drums and then the guitars doing their whole own thing and the vocal being as fast as it is, it feels like you're almost hiding the vocals. Like, I cannot possibly understand what she's saying, and that's my third time listening to it. So, yeah, if you want to keep that part of the vocal, I would say, yeah, chill out the instrumental a bit. Like, I would remove one rhythmic component of this. And so it can either be like the chords are just strummed instead of being like, instead of just dun 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 dun, like it could just be dun 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 dun, or however the progression goes. Reference Roy Knox When I'm Gone, Kelly B says. I think it was Hayes who was saying that the drops are maybe a little too, like, everything else is too loud, which I kind of agree with, but this is a situation where I would just compress the breaks less in the master. So going into your master, I would just make sure that, like, the breaks are going in at, like, -1 or -2, so that even if they peak at 0, they're not compressing as hard as your drop. So we'll give the drop still the illusion of being the more powerful part of the song. Yeah, that's kind of it. Everything else is great. Like even the transition in this piano part. Like it's all so pretty and lovely. Wakus! The new release is ready. Sheesh, let's go. Dubstep, I'm not ready. Damn, what is this fancy ass place? Alright, let's go. Discontent, what are you saying? This is great. Wow. There we go. God damn. I'm not sure what I'm getting ready for. Ooh. Stewed to a perfection. It's never getting better than this, everybody. We did it. Throw some claps and snares in that part to variate it. Yeah, that could be an idea. Wild kick. I dream of these rhythms. Walkus crazy. Walkus is too good for us. That's crazy. Bro, fooled us by putting dubstep in the genre. I mean, it does have like that Virtual Riot color-based type of vibe. So I see it, but I agree we've been tricked. For me, I love the creative vibe of this overall. Like everything, like even with the arrangement, is pretty good. I would say there's like two things, which is like here, it kind of changes here. I don't know what it is, but when I first heard this drop, it felt kind of mono, but it's not mono, it's like super stereo. I think the main element here, I would like it to be a little brighter, and more than just like brighter, like boost everything above 5K, like specifically like that 10K region for that clarity. I'm gonna try boosting it just to see if it does sound better or if I'm tweaking. Yeah, I would say if you do just on the bass, it'll sound pretty nice. Because then obviously you bring in this lead and it's like... Then it becomes kind of much, but overall really good vibe. It'll just make the main element a little brighter, more high end. And also by the time we got to around here, let me just make sure this is turned off. By the time we got to here, I was starting to get a little bit of compression fatigue, which mostly comes down to the fact that like the whole song is really compressed, and so your ears do get actually like fatigued, like they get tired. Now that may be because I've been listening to many songs that are decently compressed in a row, but it's partially also the arrangement that like we constantly have this kick going. I wonder if maybe during these sections the kick can just not peak as loud, like peak at like -1 or -2, just so it's a little overall softer and we retain the impact of the drop as much as possible. Because like even here we don't really get a break, which is kind of cool. I think that's one of the appeals of your music, but I do wonder if there's just like ways that we can tweak it so it's just not as loud relative to your drops, so that you get the best of everything. Something you could try, but otherwise fantastic, absolute banger. This is too funny. We're finalizing vocals right now. If I don't win this contest, I swear I'm gonna do a spicy cosplay photo shoot. You know what? Everybody has their way of coping. Also might change the second drop to complex drop, bruh. Alright, let's take a listen. Oh, I remember this. Ba, 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 ba. The composition of this is just so cool. I need more volume because I can't hear shit. Oh my god, yeah. It's giving like Subway Surfers, but even more cooler. But it has this nice urban feel to it because of the harmonies. Like the way it's harmonized. Da, 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 da. Whoa, what is that background lead? Ooh. The replay chat is really delayed. F. Honestly, banger. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with the vocals, because I feel like it changes so much of how I feedback this, but I don't know when the deadline is, but definitely like send it to me. If I don't stream before the next deadline, like DM me if you need more feedback. That being said, I think for me, like, it's kind of easy to get hung up on the mix. I think definitely these leads are way too thin. If you compare it to the elements in the break, like they just sound so much more organic. And then you have this, it's like this like type of EQ. So I would definitely like add way more mids to that. But even this like string thing is like also a little, it's not popping as much as it could. But then there's some elements in here that already sound great. So mix, I figure you'll get to it. There's something else, and now my brain is like not. This is great, by the way. I love this. Definitely go crazy with the vocals here. And then, I don't know, I feel like you do want to change it up a little bit, but this is where like it depends so much if the vocals come in here. I would say like if there's anything from like Zed's album that you can reference here that you'll like, try using some Zed influences for this last bit, because I think that will just like seal the deal. Let's see. Okay, never mind, my chat is fine. The break is cool as hell. The break is so good. I think the drop is also cool. It's just, to me, it's not hitting yet. Like it's missing like the bells and whistles of like the mix and the master to make it hit. But I mean, especially the break is just so cool. I really can't wait to hear the vocals on this. I really can't wait. I wish there's more I could say. If you do Complextro, keep it kind of subtle, because I think if it goes too Complextro, you will alienate the audience that would be here for this. But absolute banger. Like, this is definitely your best work. So, I mean, kudos to you. Oh my god! .mp3. Old render, first break and drop don't have much stuff. New render came with a whole gap, and I cannot render right now. If I can, would you mind if I send a future-based version of the first drop so you can tell which one is better? Sure, I guess. I don't know if we'll get to it today, but... Frick, I might have put my AirPods through the washing machine. No! Not the AirPods.
Took so long for me to find. I just need a reminder before you go. It's when our hearts get separated. Crash and burn is all I ever know. I can't try to replace this feeling. I close my eyes and it's you that I'm seeing. One more thing before you go. One more thing before you go.
Da, na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Bro, you need to have like a lead like that. Like, come on, that'll be so cool. We don't judge that one because it's the old version. Oh, this ARP is so... This lead with this fucking ARP thingy is so cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is hard. This is so hard. What the hell? Big W. Hell yeah, Kelly B's got the W's in the chat. W's for our boy. I like that you go for these like dramatic build-ups. They're super dope. Whoa! What the hell? What? That's actually so cool. Once that's mixed properly, it's gonna be disgusting. What? That's actually nasty. That's so nasty. Naked 3 drops is incredibly difficult. That's true. Like, they're 3 completely different drops, and he's nailed. I would say the last 2, definitely. The first one still feels like it's, I mean, you said it's the old render, so it's kind of hard to judge it too much. But I like the style of this as well. I like that you have this, like, really nice melodic thing that's front-loaded. So we kind of get, like, all of this emotional stuff, and then we get to go into, like, high energy, but still with some melodic stuff, and then we just go completely crazy, just... Disgusting. Disgusting. Let me send you the future BS real quick. Those bass things, I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, how did you do that? Was those samples, or you, like, did you just, like, steal Eliminate's computer? Like, what's going on there? I mean, overall, yeah, my feedback is kind of hard. Because it's, like, really just the mix. But there's nothing in particular that's coming to mind that I'm like, oh, yeah, this is the thing. I would say the builds as well need, like, more... It feels like there's not a lead. Like, here as well, like, that thing I was humming. That's, like, me, like, my brain is, like, there's supposed to be a thing here. There's not, like, a thing that we're following. It's just, like, all the atmosphere, but not the centerpiece that we're oriented around. Here as well, like, we're missing the central element that's leading us to... Like, here's where we have all of the bells and whistles, like the outside stuff, but not the final thingy. Sent it? Let's check this in boa. Oh my god, why am I so tired? I'm, like, tired and warm. Bruh. What do you get when you divide an 808 in half? A 404? Brother. You sent the wrong link, my friend. You sent the wrong link. It is what it is. Send it to me afterwards. Or send it to me and I'll rub it in when I have a chance. For now, I'm going to keep going. Loving these drums here. mean, I like this. This is cool. I wonder if you could layer this though with something more organic, like some like not even organic, but more organic sounding, like some like disco keys or something would be really cool here. And I think it would actually complement the weird sound of it overall. I would say the lead itself is like a little thin, but I don't know if you can really buff it, like boost it anywhere, or like make it fatter without losing the kind of draw of the sound. But it does work as it is right now. Especially because the kick and clap are just so in front. Like the core of it, the track works underneath. It's very dancey. I like this. I would almost distort this more. This, like, kind of let it be brazen, you know, that, like, let it go, you know. Yeah, I think if that's more distorted, it will have a bit more of that moment to it. It's just like this disgustingly distorted thing that you're just gonna be like, whoa, what's going on? And then we go into the build with a little more excitement. And this sound also is like a little too loud for it to not have any reverb or anything. But overall, really cool. Distortion? Bring in the DP lead. Yeah, woohoo. W Egyptian bass house. True. Wait, let me check Diana Ways. That's really it. Otherwise, everything else is super clean. It's like full arrangement. Get it pyalpin. No, Diana Way, you did not send a working link again. Is it just? Are you not using like the share button? Because that's what you need to. Like. Bro, what? How? I don't know, dude. A link is not linking. Juliet! Juliet! Actually, wait, I want to try... wait. Let's remove this. Is it going to work now? No. Can't. I don't know where we were. Here we go. Damn, this cover is dope. Yeah, I like the smearing as well that's going on here. Alright, let's go.
She lives in a city where the streetlights suffocate her blush. She was never called pretty, cause she doesn't like people very much. And I don't like people either. I don't think she's a keeper. And I ain't no Romeo quite yet, but she's my Juliet.
Are you for real right now? What? This is so good. Bro, this is water. You need water. That string sounds really good, dude. What? I mean, this is awesome. Like, this sounds like something out of, like, a film, or, like, you really nailed this. This is crazy. I I think here though, make the drums louder. Make them a lot louder. Like let the drums hit. Because for me, I like the strings are great, but the strings are taking up too much room. Like I want to feel the drums and the bass just like boom, and like let the strings just like set the complete atmosphere. But we need to feel the drums, because right now the drums are like intellectual. You hear them, but you don't feel them. Like even the snare is not like, it needs to like punch through a little more. So it might just be like a little bit of side chaining, like not crazy, just like a little bit, so that they punch through more. But also I think just volume and making sure that like making sure that the kick also punches through not only the bass but also the piano, because it feels like the piano has a decent amount of low end that probably rumbles on and masks the kick a decent amount. Calamity bells would work. I like this chord. Yeah, the chord progression is great. This whole tune is just fantastic. The everything is here, dude. Everything is here. It's really the kick. I think you might even need to change the kick, because I think the kick is just not hitting. I'll send you a few kicks that might work for this that I have. They might not be better than this, but I can send you a few that are like might work, because I feel like that's the only thing that's missing, and I've heard it in a couple of your productions now where like the kicks just don't quite punch through the way that they need to. These might be nice to layer on top of. Something like this might be nice to layer on top of what you already have. That's the wrong tab. But fantastic. I will plop this over here. Arnosh, all I need, question mark? All I need is your love tonight. Alright, FL Studio startup jump scare. Chat and kill. Love y'all. Appreciate it, my dude. We love having you here. Love you guys. Goodbye. Like, see you later, man. Have a good day. All right, let's go. Bro, I got build muscle. Raw. The vocals are very pretty. Nice. Oh. Damn, my boy's shredding it. Yeah, let's go. Need a bit more loudness. W cat? I mean, chat, let me know how you feel, but I feel like the idea is like all there. Like everything is there for this tune. I think it just needs a mixing engineer. Well, okay, it needs a mix over for sure. Because everything I'm thinking of is here is like mix related. Because like that's great. I'm not sure what's going on with this kick, by the way. It sounds like it's like whoomp. Like it doesn't have an attack. It's like a sub blip. So that's kind of weird. It's like whoomp, which is kind of interesting, but I don't know if it fits the vibe. The other thing is just like the breaks sound quite like it's like missing a bit of top end. It's just the mids are all nice, but the top end and the low end feel very fuzzy. Like there's not a lot of definition to all the sounds. It feels like everything is kind of just piled into one project and nothing has its own space. And then we come to this drop, and like I think the drop sounds thin. And I think a big part of that is like the lead, which I think either needs to get layered with a new sound, like a new organic sound that kind of feels like it's harkening back to the break, or links it a bit more to the break sonically. And then if that doesn't sound good, the other option is like find a new main sound. Because I personally am not a big fan of this lead, but if you like it, then it's whatever, like ignore me. But to me, this lead is like just not hitting. The notes are great, the melody's fine, like it's really fine. It's just the sound. And I think also the chords, it would be nice to have a little bit of more interesting layering. Then again, I don't think this track is like not going to succeed because the drop is like a little more generically sound designed, because that's to me what it is. But the break is so pretty and the composition is so well done that like I don't think it matters. I just think it's a way to improve the track, and that's why I'm focusing on it in my feedback. But I think if you get the mix right and like get everything its own space, make sure all the drums are hitting good, because like this is super cool. The drums and the drop here as well. feels like the rides and stuff are not really coming through. They feel quite noisy, despite the fact I'm sure they're not. I think it's just the lead kind of like obfuscating everything, which is part of the reason why I think it would make more sense to find a different lead sound, because you will hopefully find a sound that's like not just noisy in the top end and will give your cymbals space in the drop, which will make them much easier to mix. Mix just needs some work, I guess. Everything is sick though. True. Reference Roy Knox. True. Always a great reference. Maybe have some vocal chops. Vocal chops would also be great. Once you have like a full vocal, it's worth a shot. Even if it's like vocal chops just to add some atmosphere. It makes a big difference. It really does. Maybe distort the lead. Wow, Hayes, you've never said that one before. That's crazy. Experimenting with some emotional D&B. Bet. I think Hayes has one first. Yeah. Hyper bounce. My mix is cooked. Okay. It looks like it's cooked in a very different way than Arnosh's mix. Have you ever heard of this artist called Jane Remover? Do you know Jane Remover? Do you know her? Because, yeah, this definitely would... She would fuck with this vibe for sure. Filter, do you say? Overall, I like this vibe. I think this is cool. You're nailing like the... You say the mix is cooked, but the mix is fine. The mix is really fine. This genre is supposed to be loud and in your face. To me, it's just the lead is... I would recook it. Like, I would start this melody anew because it just sounds like a bunch of randomness. It's just too many notes that aren't repeating. Like it feels very hard to find a pattern in that, and so I would say recook it. Yep, definitely recook it. Bro overcooked it a little bit, and I think you have the license to be a little more repetitive, like a decent bit more repetitive with that lead, because it will just like make all the drums hit so much more if it's catchy. Like, you're already doing so much with the whole composition and getting it to like push and pull and having these like cool effects like here. Just like nail the lead rhythm and stuff, and you'll be absolutely working it. And more vocal. Like, even if it's just a sampled vocal, sample like a pop vocal and it will fit perfectly on this. Like any pop vocal will sound great. Like anything from 2010 to 2018 is going to sound magnifique. Experimenting with some emotional D&B? Nice drums. Ba, 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 ba. I like this B part melody. I think the A part melody could use some work. The sound design, by the way, is great. Like this. I think it's really just this. Like it doesn't really go anywhere, if that makes sense. Like it feels like the A part melody is kind of happening. The B part melody feels like it's more like directional and like it's like more aspirational and emotional. I like the delay on that as well. Works super well. Astronaut lead. Yeah, this is banging. Can't believe how good you two are. It's crazy. I mean, all of you guys in my chat are like unbelievably OP. It's kind of crazy. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that if you guys keep doing this, you will end up on like doing whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's be on cool labels or have your own brands and stuff. Like, you guys are absolute beasts. I think the break as well is good. Yeah, like this is all cool. I think it maybe just needs some ear candy to like cement it, because like all of those sounds get reused, and I think it'd be nice to have a couple of sounds that are specifically just for that section to like lead you in. I'm not sure about continuing hyperbounce or if I should go back to loud future bass. Why choose? Just do whatever you feel like doing. I have another song in queue. Sigma Cat label? Gotcha. Okay, dude. I see how it is. I'll take a listen. Hayes, don't worry. Random bass house, but that'll be the last one for today because I'm super cooked now. My brain isn't all working anymore. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, he's too good. Yeah, I give up. It's over, guys. I'm cooked. This is where I hang up the towel, or however you say that anecdote. It's over. It's GG. Buckshot roulette. That sounds like you know what it sounds like. Video game chase scene is so true, though. It does sound like that. Moonlight Beast by Kelly Exu. I don't know what that song is, but sounds goated. I mean, overall for this, like, just make it longer. Like, why is it so short? Like, I even like how it's just like, it's so simple, but then it just like drops into this super nice bouncy track. Like, I just really like to hear a transition into like some cool cyberpunky high energy type of break with like nice driving like hat drums or something. Like, I like the idea of keeping up the video game sound because it has that a little bit and it works super well. There's a funk genre that sounds like this and I love it. I like the side of discontent. For sure. Bet. Alright, last one of the day, guys. I hope you've all gotten something out of this. Let's go. Super based. W is right. I like where the bass is going. That's cool. I see the vision though for the bass notes. I think for me it's a little too much noise atmosphere, and I would like to hear some more like harmonic atmoses, like some more melodic atmospheres. Because here you feel it like you hear that it's just like a lot of like static types of noise. The birds and stuff are good, and like the rain as well is fine, but it does tend to feel a little too noisy. So I think if you complement it with some more melodic atmospheres, it'll sound great. Preferably with lots of like movement, because then you can have them fairly quiet, and you'll just feel the shifting, and it will make the vocal catchier. Because it'll just be like entranced. Yeah, true, okay. Yeah. Otherwise, like this is great. Maybe a little too much high end. Let me turn it on a little bit. Just on that lead, it's like a little too bright. But don't take it out too much, because it's kind of cool. As far as the sound goes, it's a little too piercing, and so it's really just like that 12K and above, like just take it down a little bit. You still want it to feel bright. I would even make the vocal brighter for the drop. Like, just make that vocal drop slap you in the face. Because, why not? Like, why isn't the vocal distorted more? The lead is distorted, but not the vocal drop. You found a hole in the matrix. The vocal is not distorted. It's over, everyone. Okay, that being said, I am gonna go. This is the end of the stream. I'm gonna peace out now. My bad, I was going to. I'm sorry. I'm so disappointed. I can't believe you do this. W stream, W feedback. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you had a good time. Goodbye, and I will see you guys again next week. See ya. Bye-bye.